So I want to talk about over delivering because that's basically how you improve as a video editor and that's how you start making more money. That's how I was able to turn this video editing thing from just a hobby into something I do full time and actually quite enjoy. So let's define over delivering first. I think over delivering is getting rid of a mindset that, oh, I'm not getting paid enough, so I'm not gonna make this video as good as it could be. And chances are you have had this thought many times. Everyone had it, I have had it. But the thing is, if you actually give into it, it's gonna keep you stuck and just not making any progress because let's say you're charging 150 per video right now and you're doing bare minimum for this client to accept the video and send you the 150. Problem is, you might keep working with this client, but you're not gonna find anyone else for 250 or 500 or 1000 per video because you aren't showcasing your best potential in your work, and those higher paying clients just aren't gonna reach out to you and wouldn't want to work with you. So I have this friend that I go to the gym with, and after one of the sessions we decided to grab some food together. We're sitting in this cafe, and for the past couple of months he's been talking about how he wants to start freelance copywriting. And obviously he knows that I do freelance video editing, so here and there he asks for advice. This time he asked me how much time did it take me to start making decent money from video editing. And I've thought about it for a bit and realized that it has actually been quite a while. So I started video editing back in 2021 by making Fortnite montages. And with those skills, I tried going on Upwork and making some money there. I did that for around a year and it didn't really pan out anywhere. I didn't enjoy Upwork. So I decided to just start from scratch. And in March 2023, I remember I made $0. But in April, I got a $50 per video client. And obviously I wasn't making good money per month then. It was around 500-ish per month, but it really went up from there. And in just half a year, I already was making around 3K per month. And in another half a year, I was making double or even more than double of that amount. So around 7K-ish per month. I've told all that to my friend. Obviously, he got a little bit upset because it's shit ton of work. But he was really curious about that time where I started working with that $50 per video client and how it all kind of just got better from there. He asked me how much time did those $50 videos take me on average. And I estimated that it was around 15 to 20 hours, which he obviously calculated my hourly wage, and it was less than $3, right? So he asked me, why did I even bother? Like, why would you work for less than $3 an hour, like 2.5 bucks an hour, if you can just go get a minimum wage job? But for me back then, I really wanted to make this thing work because I already spent around 2 years on this, and quitting would be such a waste of time. I didn't care about a hourly wage, about anything. I was really just trying to improve my skills so that eventually I can start making some decent money with video editing. And it really did work because even with that $50 per video client, even though he didn't have that much of a budget, after like a couple of videos, he started to raise my rate without me even asking. Like, he was actually feeling bad for not paying me enough. So it went from 50 at the beginning to then 80, 100, 120, 150. Then I discovered Twitter, which if you're not on Twitter as a video editor, you're kind of missing out. Just go create an account and start posting your work. Because what happened is I was over delivering on those $150 videos. And when I posted that on Twitter, people saw that my work is valuable. And so they were willing to pay me $250, $300, $400, $500 per video, and so on. And the best part is, imagine if, let's say you're charging $150 as I used to. You over deliver on that video and someone reaches out to you to pay you double of that. So $300 per video. When you're gonna be editing that video, you're gonna be so hyped and you would just want to make this video so good because you have never ever gotten paid this much per video yet, and you're gonna over deliver again by default. You post it and all of a sudden you attract 400 per video clients, and the same thing happens again and again and again and again, and it just snowballs, right? I remember when I was charging around 500-ish per video, someone reached out to me and I kind of highballed them. I said my rate is 700 per video. They agreed, and the deadline was a bit tight. It was around 2 days, but I remember I spent those full 2 days just working on this video because I really wanted to make it good, just because I haven't been paid this much per video yet, and I was so gassed about it. So the blueprint is you edit videos, you get rid of a mindset that, oh, I'm not getting paid enough, so I'm not gonna make this video as good as it could be. I'm not gonna add this animation. I'm not gonna spend another 30 minutes on music to make it actually sound good and engaging and stuff. You get rid of that. Videos start taking you longer. Sure, your hourly rate goes down, but when you post that video on your portfolio, on your Twitter, you're gonna attract higher paying clients, and eventually you're just gonna climb the pricing ladder and find yourself charging like over 1K per video, right? But the problem might be you might not have a client right now. You just started out, you don't have any clients yet. Or you might have a client and all they want is just simple cuts and maybe zooms. It's very strict. They don't want you to add anything more. So in both of these cases, I think the best solution would be to just go and make practice intros, or if you want, you can edit a whole video as a practice edit. But practice intros are good because if you get rid of that mindset that I'm not getting paid enough, and you actually put your very best into this intro, and then you post it on Twitter, it has a very high chance of popping off because stuff like that does really well on Twitter. And since it's a practice intro, you can do whatever you want with it. You don't have any clients guidelines and anything like that. And the cool thing is it's gonna attract clients who want this same kind of style, or they just have the same kind of video. So let's say you have edited a talking head video as a practice intro because mainly you want to be editing talking head videos for your clients. The thing is, this practice intro of talking head is gonna attract clients who have talking head videos because that's just how it works. And another pro of making this practice edit is that you can take footage of a client that you really want to work with, but maybe you're not experienced enough just yet. And you can take his footage, edit it as a practice intro, and then send him an email or just outreach in any way possible and be like, yo, I have edited this practice intro for you for completely free. Would you be willing to kind of start working together? And the best part is if they actually respond yes, you're gonna have that same thing of being gassed about editing the video, and chances are you're gonna make it the best video you could have done, and you're actually gonna start working together. Just to quickly recap, put your best into every video. Stop worrying about your hourly wage. It's a bit different if you have some kind of NDA or something with a client. I honestly don't recommend anything like that at the beginning stages of your video editing career, because the most leverage comes when you over deliver on the video and then you just post it on your Twitter and on your portfolio. That's when it actually pays off and you attract way higher paying clients off of that video. So yeah, do that. And if you don't have any clients yet, or you have clients that have very kind of strict guidelines, then just do practice edits and post those on your Twitter and maybe even your portfolio. That's it. If you want to know which 3 main lessons I've learned from charging $2,000 per video, you can click on the video that's somewhere on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one.